Okay, good morning and welcome back to the videos. I am in Scotland today. Next weekend is the Stone Circle event with Hotchillee, and it's I think a 230 kilometre gravel event, and training hasn't been that good for this event. Never ridden that far on the bike, and so today I am trying to do about a 150 kilometre ride. There's a lot of climbing, and so it should be a pretty long day. So I'm up in Aberfoyle today, which is arguably the home of Scottish gravel. There's a car park right in the middle of Aberfoyle, and from there you can do hundreds of kilometres of trail that effectively is pretty much all linked up, and so you really don't need to do that much road. And most of it is like this. It's like forest track. And so the plan for today is I'm currently doing like a 40 kilometre loop, and then after that 40 kilometres I'm going to go back to the car park and I'm going to meet my friend Suvi, who you might remember from a previous video. And Suvi is also doing this Stone Circle event next weekend. So I was up in Glasgow this weekend anyway, and we thought we'd get one last training ride in before the event. And so once I meet Suvi I'm going to do another 100k. And yeah, so all in all I think the day will be about 140, 150 kilometres, which obviously isn't close to the 225k event that I'm doing next weekend, but there's a lot of climbing today, and so it should be like a 7-8 hour riding day. And on today's ride I'm sort of keen to chat through some of the things I've learned in the last year as I've started to try and cycle longer, to do more endurance stuff. And the other reason to come to Aberfoyle is it's absolutely beautiful. And I want to just address some misconceptions that the weather in Scotland is never nice, because today it is blue skies, not a cloud in sight, and at 5k in I'm already too warm. It's absolutely beautiful. We just tell everyone the weather's bad to keep the tourists away. First walking section of the day. Oh, it's just beautiful out here though. You're like in the middle of nowhere. Although I'm having slight flashbacks to the last time that I was here. Oh man, I'm so screwed. I'm so far away. What am I gonna do? Yeah, let's hope there's not a repeat of that today. There she is. Oh, there's so much climbing on this route. And that brings me on to my first thing that I've learned about doing longer distance stuff than I'm used to. And it might sound obvious, but you just have to take it super easy. And in theory that sounds fine, you know, just take it easy. But in practice it's actually very difficult to do, because if you're anything like me, when I first got into cycling I was all about short rides, going as fast as I can, HIIT training, like all of that kind of stuff. And so your body is, and your mind is so used to just going out and doing hard efforts, because that's what feels like a good workout. But when it comes to longer stuff, you have to go so slow. Like at the start of the ride, you want to feel like it's painfully slow. At the end of the ride, you'll be thanking yourself, because that's when the fatigue's gonna hit. So today, with all of this climbing already, I'm really struggling to keep it easy, and I know that that's gonna hurt me later on. But really, you just have to practice, and this is kind of what I'm trying to do today. tell myself, go slower, go easier. It's so hard. That is a stunning view. This is where I'm going. Down along here, down this hill, and then down there, I think. Yeah, it's pretty peaceful out here. So we've got 15 k's left of what I thought was going to be a gentle loop before meeting Suvi. And it's been anything but a gentle loop. Okay, so the second thing that I've learned is on longer days, wear gloves. Now, I typically wear these like fingerless mitts, and they've just got like a bit of padding underneath the palm of your hand. And I don't know, this might not be the same for everyone, but normally if I go out for a long ride and don't wear gloves, I have like really hard bits on the bottom of my palms, because that's where all the pressure's been all day. And if you're on your bike for like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus hours, this little thing makes a massive difference. And one of the biggest things to doing longer rides is just being comfortable. Like if you've got saddle discomfort because your bib shorts are rubbish, or your saddle doesn't fit, or if you've got knee discomfort or foot discomfort, then it's going to be so much harder mentally to finish your ride. And the same thing is with your hands. And I just kept finding my hands getting uncomfortable, and so that's something that's made a massive difference to me. All round comfort really, but the gloves is one that I stumbled across, and maybe you find it helpful. Hello, hello. That was faster than 2 minutes. I'm witnessing an argument here. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought, like, when I was looking at the time, I was like...
Yeah, I was way more climbing. There's so much climbing.
Yeah. I've cut our 100k to 90k.
You've cut 10k off?
It's like 200 meters of elevation as well.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's still quite a lot. I'm absolutely roasting as well. I honestly feel like I've already got a sunstroke.
Okay, quick change. I have put on the hydration pack that I've been banging on about in my last videos. So this is proper testing for next weekend now. Welcome back to the video, Suvi. It's
a while.
It has been a while since we've had you on.
Tight left.
Everybody's been dying to have you back on.
Oh, I bet, yeah. No one's even remembered me.
No,
You've got so many other stars on your channel.
Everyone remembers you. I mean, you'll never take Phil's place, but you're definitely a favourite.
I'll just wait maybe next week and we'll both be in the same video.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So like I said earlier, Suvi's also doing this Stone Circle event next weekend. So part 2 of my training ride today. And so straight from the car park, we've got an absolute beast of a climb. If you ever come to Aberfoyle, if you head north, it's the biggest climb in the area. So that's what we're doing just now. But then once we go over the top of that, I'm hoping it's easier than what I've done this morning.
I think it's slightly easier. Yeah.
Anyway, mega 25-minute climb. That's what you've been up to in the last couple of months.
The same old riding vibes. But I was in Finland last week.
Your homeland?
Yes. At a gravel event.
What was it?
Finland gravel,
Oh yeah.
and it was amazing. It's organised by Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, it was a really good event. But I rode it with my sister, and it was the longest ever ride my sister's done.
Oh, nice.
So it was really cool.
It's so hot today. I'm not complaining. It's nice, but it's still hot. That's why I'm quite glad I've got this hydration pack.
Do you not feel like it makes you more sweaty?
It's not as bad as you think it would be, but yes, it does.
Is it from Decathlon?
Yeah, Decathlon bargain.
What is it we're ready for? Up us all night. What is it we're ready for? Up us all, up us all. What is it we're ready for? Up us all night. What is it we're ready for?
I love this kind of gravel. It's like hard pack, it's fast, it's not super bumpy. Yeah, this is my favourite. Yeah?
From H&M.
Oh yeah, I saw this actually.
It looks just like your kit.
Yeah, it does. It was like, I'll flash a picture up, like a brown bibs, white top.
Yep.
I quite like it.
Your colours, yeah.
Was it? Do you think it's any good?
I have no idea. It's only available in men's.
Oh right.
Fit, so I'll probably give it a miss. You should test it out.
It's in the Decathlon price range. Well, if enough of you comment down below, I'll buy some and I'll see what it's like, because I can't say no to a brown pair of bib shorts. Let's talk about this bike you've got, because it's a bit of a fancy bike.
I don't ride any other than fancy bikes, right?
So what's this?
It's the Lauf Segler.
So wireless group set, it's got what's RAM force.
Yep.
And its special feature is?
The fork, yeah. It's the crate fork, which Lauf is known for.
So what is it?
So it has 30 mil of travel. You can see it kind of work. It's basically like leaves that flex.
So you basically get a bit more like suspension basically?
Exactly, yeah, you get suspension. The benefits totally overrule the downsides, however you should say that.
Yeah. There's a lot of this kind of passive suspension stuff at the moment. There's like stem mounts, seat post mounts.
Yeah.
And then there's a few things like this as well. So I have some kind of a curse around Aberfoyle, because I've just discovered that my tool pack that sits under my saddle has fallen off somewhere. And I think that there's about 150 quid's worth of stuff and tools in there that I'm gonna need for next weekend and might not be able to replace on time. And so we're now trying to figure out what to do, because we still have like 70 k's left of this route and I now have no tools. We could go back and try and find it, but like, I think we need a little bit of luck in order to find it, because it's fallen off somewhere. It could have rolled off into the side or something. But like, it's never even come close to falling off before. Why today? Why today? So I think the sensible thing to do is we do want to get the distance in today, because we need that for next weekend. So we're going to ride another 20k and then we'll turn back, we'll ride back the way that we came, and we will pray that we find the toolkit.
I have no idea. I took a picture of you on the way on the lake
Oh yeah, good idea. Look at the picture. That'll give us some indication of where it is.
Come on, my phone's like struggling today. No.
It's not on there.
No, nothing.
Oh no. We dropped down to the road. We've taken the road back to Canondale, which was where I realised I didn't have my tool bag. And so from this point we're going to trace the route back, and yeah, we're going to pray that the tool bag turns up. We're finding it very hot today. Probably a good thing that we cut the route short.
I think so. I've already drank all of my water.
Have you?
Yeah, it's like 1.2 litres, and I feel no need to pee, just for your information. But I think I'm sweating all.
Yeah.
It is very warm.
I look destroyed. What did you get?
The selection was quite poor. I got some sugar-free mango and passion fruit because I love mango.
Sugar free.
But then I got this.
Yeah.
This was the coldest that I could find, and it's barely cold.
Yeah. How many stars?
I would say 2.5.
Ooh.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
That's a low rating on the channel.
No, 2.5 is average.
Well, it's not for this channel. We're in the business of 5 stars. Anyway, I should go into the shop, but this does lead me on to one other thing. Not that I've learned, because I feel like I'm still learning about riding long distance, but nutrition plays like such a massive role. If you can get enough energy, get enough calories, get enough liquid, if you can do all of that right, you feel way better. I've been enjoying these Sturka bars and gels that I've had today. I still feel a bit bleh, but I think that's probably the sun than the nutrition that I've had. Yeah, you need to eat loads, but carb in your bottle is the best way, in my opinion, to get calories in on the bike. Do you agree?
I definitely agree, especially on gravel, because on road you can eat a lot easier, like solid foods, but on gravel you can't, because there's so little. Like on the route that we did on the hillside, where at which point are you going to open a bar and eat it?
It's true.
Either on an uphill you're going to choke on it,
which is
and
what
on a
I did.
Downhill you can't break. So it's kind of, you would go for 30k without eating anything because you just simply can't, but you can sip on the bottles.
Yeah.
So yeah, lovely. You get all the minerals as well on gravel from Mother Earth. Totally hit the rim to the curb.
Okay, so in today's video I'm talking about things I've learned from cycling longer distances. I'm very much in the process of learning because I've not done it that much, but you've done quite a lot of riding long distances. So have you got one or two things?
I have a couple. I think the first one is to break down the distance.
Mentally?
Yeah, like I always think, say the Dirty Beaver, which was 200k, I would split it kind of into 50k like sections. Yeah. And then if there's speed stops or something, you just think like, oh, I'm gonna get to this spot, and then you get to that spot, and then you just keep going, and then you got another target.
Another 50k, yeah.
But never think, oh, I've got 190k left, I've got 180k left. Yeah. Think like, oh, I've got 40k left to this point. Yeah, the second thing is about eating, which you already said. Like just eat more than you think you have to eat. Yeah. And that is something where I would recommend, if you got a cycling computer, program it to pop up notifications. Yeah. Because on long distances, you'll forget, because you just keep going, and you don't really want to be looking at the distance all the time either. So it's good that your computer just says, eat or drink.
Yeah.
Like every half an hour. Just keep going. Like I think that's more of a mental battle.
Yeah.
In the end.
We reckon I must have lost the bag from now till the car. So we've got our eyes peeled. Me too, and I'm looking so much that I've not got my eyes on the road. Oh. We've had a few close calls, but we're still yet to find it. It's getting very dark, isn't it?
Oh well, it doesn't look as dramatic. it looks very, very dramatic there.
What would you do if it was just like right next to the car?
I'd be happy.
Yes.
Even though it hasn't miles.
Yes,
but also
good.
I feel like I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't find it. Yeah. That's the end of today's video. Not sure I'm feeling particularly motivated for next week. I mean, today, how far did we do? Today I did 113 kilometers and I'm feeling pretty broken. There was a lot of climbing today and I've not seen the route for next weekend. I'm hoping there's less climbing, but also just not feeling particularly good, knowing that at this point I'll still have 100 kilometers to do. So all in all, not the best day, but yeah, what are you going to do about it? Although, in saying that, it was fun to hang out with Suvi. How did you feel the day went?
I mean, it wasn't too bad at all. I had a good time working in Aberfoyle at this cafe.
This morning.
Frantically trying to type up things, heating up in the sun. The ride wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was worse because of your, like, just, I didn't
have any bad luck at all?
Yeah.
Zero bad luck, yeah.
I was doing quite okay, but I do still worry. I think the heat was difficult today. I can definitely feel it. So I would say that this was my last long ride as well before the event. Probably didn't fill me with any confidence.
Yeah. But we don't know how hot it's going to be next weekend.
Well, we can estimate it's going to be the same as today. It looks like it.
We'll see, we'll see. We've got that race next weekend, so if you are interested in seeing how that goes, for me and for Suvi, who might do quite well actually, are you going to race it next weekend?
I mean, race, I'm going to ride it. I'm going to try to push it a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel. There's still a week to go and a lot of things can happen in that time.
That's true, like you could lose all of your stuff.
Yeah.
That is the end of today's video. Do you want to say bye to everyone?
Bye everyone. It was great to be here again.
And if you want to see how we got on next weekend, why don't you just hit subscribe down below, hit that little bell notification icon, and then you'll be notified when we release that video. But I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.